Cars coming out for heat number 2 for the Classics this afternoon here at Hednesford. And in between the first race and the second, we've had a tremendous downpour, which has obviously changed the track conditions quite dramatically. And although they will be racing on slicks, they'll certainly find the amount of grip available to diminished quite incredibly. So Cara Boyd and Andrew Willis again on the pole position start. 31 Steve Gooding behind them, and Steve did a good account of himself in that last race. And, certainly led for quite a good number of laps. Now the two men who came first and second, well, they're again out there in their B grade starting positions. 419 Dave Murphy and 232 Brett Snedden. Brett taking his third race victory of the year at the wheel of that two-tone blue machine, coming down all the way from Scotland and making his journey very worthwhile. We'll move over to the A grade cars. Just 121 Charlie Shembry and 101 John Bowering out there just at the moment.
Number 88 Dave Owen and number 24 Mr. Rice haven't made it out of this race. It's on the
John was struggling with fuel starvation issues on the Pinto engine of that machine. Hopefully he's solved that, ready for this race. But we are missing a number of drivers in this event. It seems that 159 Mick Caton is absent, along with 24 Roger Wright. Roger, you can see his car still up on tyres, trying to see what the problem is on that car. And of course 88 Dave Owen, who suffered with problematic brakes even before the start of racing in heat number 1. So we'll move back across from the A grade to those who are star graded drivers with 20 Dave Fry. That car incidentally is up for sale as Dave gets ready for his new car, which is going to be a Talbot Sunbeam. So if anybody's interested out there who would like to have one of the original Mark 1 classic hot rods from the scene, then Dave Fry's the man to talk to. 172 Colin Hitch again in the Graham Boyd machine, with certainly having a good account of himself in that first race in the A40. Oh dear, the car is seeming to have problems. Give her a push start. She fires her up, that's a relief. So moving back to the grid. And Mr. Aquafresh, 144 Tim Foxlow is there with number 8 Deadly Daz Owen. And 911 Harry Stewart at the wheel of the Red Devil. John McFastlane, the first of the novices in 84, and then we have number 222 Trevor Forrester, the Power Man, and Woody at the back in 164. That's Simon Wood. And it was great to see that all 3 novice drivers completed their full opening race without any further ado, and indeed all drivers out there put an excellent account of themselves in the opening race of the afternoon. So 3 absentees in this race. The pit gate has now gone together, and we'll get ready to go racing once again very shortly. So, yellow flags underway to put the installation lap in. Cara is popping and banging, so hopefully she will get underway. It will be clearly a very different race, this one. Now, Charlie Shembry might be one to watch out for, because he does revel in damp conditions, and the track certainly is still very damp after that heavy downpour that we had just prior to the commencement of number 2. Start Marshall bringing out the pace car, and we get ready for racing proper now. 3 white grey drivers. Penelope pit stop, Miss Cara Boyd, little Miss Boydie on pole position, and we have the 257 car of Andrew Willis alongside him, and that's the Pocket Rocket, aptly described with that tiny little car that he has, which seems to be so popular. And behind him, from that proverbial David of a car to the Goliath, which is the Hillman Avenger of 31 Steve Gooding. So we're on the starters' orders and on the rolling lap start for this second 20 lap event. There, ready to the start of the green. Pace car bringing them round, and the two BMC cars at the fore. Away you go racing, and goodness me, Andrew Willis loses it there for a little bit. And everybody is going to be a lot more tentative on the throttle, and Andrew's sliding all over the place. The pace remarkably down on the opening event. Different tactics will come to play as Cara Boyd still leads the second race of the day. And the B graders under pressure already. Just look at Charlie Shembury. Charlie, an accomplished wet racer, probably one of the few that's looking very happy indeed and looking for a way past Brett Snedden. And ahead, 44, Cara Boyd leads. 31 Steve Gooding retires. It's a three-way dive into turn one. And look at Darren Owen flying around on the outside. Oh, Dave Fry loses it! And the race continues. And we've had a crash though with that error, and looks like Dave Murphy has gone in with 20 Dave Fry, and I hope that hasn't resulted in too much damage. Dave back racing, and Darren Owen, your leader. Darren Owen leading from 44, Cara Boyd. 257, Andrew Willis now under pressure and being taken by 232 Brett Snedden. Then comes 172 Colin Hitch, and at 911 Harry Stewart passing the little yellow peril there. Pocket rocket of Andrew Willis is succumbing to the faster drivers as they go by, and Cara Boyd also following a similar fate. But up ahead is number 8, Darren Owen leading. A huge gap there, second place, 232 Brett Snedden. 172 Colin Hitch loses it! Loses it! And amazingly everybody avoiding that. Great driving everyone. It just goes to show just how tricky this track is. There goes Brett, second place, 911 Harry Stewart. 44 Cara Boyd, 101 John Barry. 144 Tim Foxlow, and then 257 Andrew Willis. The track will be drying and the pace will begin to increase. Harry Stewart going extremely well, passing the winner of heat number 1 this afternoon. The neck and neck, the blue and the red car, moving through turn 1. Panning across the whole field, you can see that Darren Owen has demolished it quite clearly in this race. Over a half lap lead against the second place men, there they are, 232 in 911. Then goes 101 John Barry and Tim Foxlow looking to get by him on the outside. The track is drying and the pace will increase. And Foxlow there clearly looking like he is beginning to notice the difference. There goes John McFarland in 84, right marker. And Cara Boyd this time doing a lot better than Andrew Willis. Andrew's flying up very, very fishtaily in that little yellow car. Very difficult to drive in these conditions. Charlie Shepard, there comes Darren Owen, Darren leading. Owen looking to go on the outside of Shembry. Held up by Andrew Willis a little bit there. Looking on the inside line of Shembry now. As he comes to lap John McFarlane. Could Shembry be there, because he's certainly making a good race of it. Lap after lap they keep on coming across the slower back markers, and Simon Wood is one of those just now. Whatever the position, Darren Owen and indeed Charlie Shembry have certainly done a great example of how to master these conditions as they come to lap almost the whole field. Here comes Darren now, he's got the dive on the outside and shoots on by. What a demonstration Darren Owen has put in here at his local track. To lap Dave Murphy now. Indeed Trevor Forrester. And we're on the last lap now. So a very different race to the first one. Very different fortunes for many drivers. Darren Owen through turn 3 and out of 4. And there he takes the checkered flag. A huge, huge lead just to determine the lap system whether Charlie Shembry was there or not. Forgive me if I have made an error, but we'll do a drive further back. But Darren Owen really lapping up to about 4th place on the laps. And a fantastic drive by the man from Hednesford in Staffordshire. Arguably the Classic Hot Wheels driver has won more races here than any other over a good 10-year career here. Yes indeed, and he will be collecting his checkered flag. Great drive by Darren. Unfortunately, we can see that Dave Fry had received damage due to that spin in these very, very tricky conditions. But congratulations to all drivers again on a very good race in tricky circumstances.